lot of doors. There's no
Yeah. I'm a big Titans fan. I was there in that first year they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
I went to their first game. Well, not the first game. I went to when they played St. Louis at home. I was there.
What up, folks? This is Monty and Kels.
Yeah.
Give us applause.
Yeah.
That's nice. Losing on the couch.
That's funny.
So, yeah. We've been in the comedy game for a minute. So I'm like, man, effective games, so we gotta get together, hang out, do a podcast.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, let's do this. Let's roll with it.
Right.
So, what you want to talk about? What's going on?
We were speaking of just the Titans thing.
Yeah.
My first time ever going to a Titans game. That was it 99 when it was there?
Yeah. I believe it.
98. When they went to the Super Bowl that year, they played St. Louis. They lost by 3 or whatever. They played here at the Titans Stadium. And that was the first year that really Titans was here, and they had it. If you ever been to Titans Stadium, it is hot. I don't know if you ever been. It is scorching in there. I had a Jerry curl. That's how old I am. Let me tell you, I had a Jerry curl with that pink activation juice in there, man. I was steaming, and I was on the bottom level, so it was just beaming right on top. Man, I was in there just standing there sweating. Last time I went there, it was just drenched, just sitting there.
What side are you on?
We was on.
Go ahead.
The end zone, south side end zone?
Yeah,
south side end zone. Yep. Always hot.
See, I'm from Chicago, so my original was the Bears. I've been a Bears fan since '85 when they won the Super Bowl. So I've been a Bears fan for a long time. And even when the Oilers came here, and Tennessee was trying to get it started, I was like, man, whatever with this team.
Yeah.
But when it was McNair and Eddie George, all right, I'm a fan now.
Right.
I was like, what?
Yeah, see, a lot of people do that. They're so Titans wasn't here. Think about it. They wasn't here. All sports like that was here. Like that. That was all in Memphis and Texas, right? So when everybody had their own teams, everybody didn't have. Titans fans are here. There wasn't a lot of Titan Oilers fans here, right? You know what I'm saying? Texas and Oilers fans. Most of them was everywhere else. So I grew up a San Francisco fan because my dad's a big San Francisco fan.
Yeah.
You go to his house. He got San Francisco curtains, San Francisco M&Ms, San Francisco carpet, wall shit. I'm like, bro, this is outlandish. I went to the bathroom the other weekend, and he had San Francisco toilet stuff. I'm like, bro, it's too much. But I grew up with Garrison Hurst, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Merton Hanks, like Ken Norton. I mean, it just go down the line of people.
Yeah.
And like growing up watching that, and then when Titans got here, I was like, I got home team here. I love the colors. I'm a big blue fan. I gotta switch. I gotta do the switch. I gotta get my own identity. I gotta get away from my pops. Get my own identity.
Now you got Titan.
I got Titan curtains now. I got Titan M&Ms and shit. Don't judge me. Got to all that. Got Titan slips. I be in my socks and slips just for no reason in my Titan gear. Like sometimes we suck. Sometimes we people always talk to Titans are not gonna get there because we don't spend that money. We're finally starting to spend that money. Finally starting to spend that money and do a good job, and we still missing some pieces, of course, and we're pretty banged up a lot of times. Like a lot of times last year was banged up almost all year. Like last year, our whole secondary was a bunch of practice star players. Like we dropped one that was supposed to be a starter. We let him go. He went over almost never retired. Then the one that we let go this year, Michael Butler, he retired. You know what I'm saying? Like so, we was already all our guys was on the list leaving. Going out the door, and then we brought in Bortles or whatever his name is, and he played well to be a practice star, and he been cut from 4 different teams. And he played well Saturday when Fulton got hurt. He went in there and did his thing. I think he had two incompletions, blocked him out. That's good right there.
I love a good running back. Running back from Eddie George, and now we got
Derrick Henry. We've always had good running backs.
Yeah.
It's always been a year. Chris Johnson. DeMarco Murray, you just go down the line. We had Travis Henry, Chris Brown, like we had everyone. You know what I'm saying?
It's because of us not to be in the Super Bowl almost, or at least making a playoff almost every single time.
Yeah.
So man, I got my fingers crossed this year. We got the team.
I think we do. I personally think we got a good team. We just got to get some. We just got to stay healthy on the line of scrimmage. Our line of scrimmage is bad.
Hopefully, the coaches will look great.
Yeah, the coach is not too bad. I like Bird because he's a coach's player. Like he's a coach's player. He wants to play with it, go out there and do his thing. I'm a football coach, so I get it. I understand you. Like you trying to show them the right way, not just because you're a coach on this. Because you got coaches in the NFL probably never played snap in their life. You know what I'm saying? You got coaches that play you got coaches in high school and college that never played snap of football, but they're good with the X's and O's. So it don't really matter if you play the sport as much as you know the sport. That's how they look at it now.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah, man, the Titan stuff is crazy, man. It's just wild. We was talking about some stuff earlier about the animals, right? These crazy animals. Yeah, man. It's rude ass animals. Like, this thing about these animals is really rude out here. If you was an animal,
if you're an animal, what's the rudest animal?
Yeah, like the rude animal.
Go for it. You got one of them.
Yeah, pterodactyls. Seagulls, pterodactyls. Those are the rudest. Seagulls are just like pterodactyls. I'm just be real. So if we go back in the day, way back when we were still alive, our ass would be up in the air. Yeah, every time, because they'd snatch our ass up too. Because they just want food, you know what I'm saying? Seagulls would be fucked up asshole animals.
Cows are nosy.
Cows are very nosy. So the crazy thing is I grew up on a farm area.
Oh, really?
So I grew up raising cattle and goats and chickens and horses and all building barns and hay and baling hay and all that every day. So the cows are assholes. They're assholes. And they would try to attack you.
All throughout high school, we had two cows, one named Steak, one named Hamburger. And, we would try to work in the garden, we had a garden back then, and they would try to be nosy of what you're doing. Put their head right over here. What the hell are you doing over here?
Right.
You don't get out of here.
Right. The cows is just, and like when you have to herd them in, you kind of have to, you can't just say come to the, like some people say come to the fence. You have to literally go to the farm, walk them down the line, because they only see one track mine. So they see you got to walk them down the fence line. If they're up front, you got to walk them all the way down the fence line and all the way back through there. And we had a pond, so we had to cross the pond, get them across the other side of the pond, then walk them down the line. Then we have another person on the other side of them, because they don't really want confrontation.
Yeah.
They try to get away from you. So you got to kind of put them in a little box area and kind of walk them. You got to walk them into the damn shooting shit.
Their personality is just crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Like dealing with those and been kicked in the legs, calves, been kicked in the chest by cows, walking behind. You can't walk up behind animals like that. So, as a young person, you don't know that. You just walk up and they'll kick your ass, man, knock you off your feet. Seen it happen. Goats are funny.
Oh yeah.
Goats. I had a couple fainting goats.
Oh, fainting goats?
Yeah. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not in person, but I've seen one online.
Man, they're hilarious.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. I used to walk up and scares the shit. They hooves come up in the air. That scared the shit out of me.
I have done cow tipping, and I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because at first I think, okay, it's just you push it over and it falls over because it's off balance.
Yeah.
No, you gotta put your shoulder.
You gotta really get into it because they're stuck. They're not really, they don't hear you, they don't see you, and everything else, so they're really stuck. I've actually shot my granddad's cow accident with a rifle.
Accident? Yeah.
Listen. Let me explain. Listen.
There's a story behind it.
It's always a story behind something, all right? And my granddad come to the house one night, and I think I was about 11, and he was like, "Hey, it's a raccoon outside in the field. Go out there, go out and kill a raccoon." It was like 8 o'clock at night. He was like, "Here's the rifle. Go out there and kill a raccoon." I said, "You give me the rifle at nighttime? I'm out this door." So I went out there in the field. And I'm trying to look for the raccoon, and I was around the house and didn't see nothing, so I just happened to go in the field. Yeah. Like looking, and all I saw was I had my flashlight, it was like the eyeball, and I was like, there it is. And I was with my uncle, he was like, "Oh, shoot it." Couldn't see nothing else. It's, in the country it's completely pitch black. There's nothing out there. All I heard was, "Bow." It didn't make no other noise. And I was like, I don't think a raccoon will sound like this. I don't think it's gonna sound like it. It sounds heavy, whatever it hit. And this morning, laying there dead, I ain't trying to let it hit.
You shoot in the head? You shot in the
right
head?
there in the head.
That's crazy.
Dead as hell. Yeah, it was a Holstein cow. Yeah, that's what I remember because I knew what kind of cow it was. Granny was mad as hell. "I told you to shoot the raccoon." My bad, I thought it was a raccoon. I saw an eye. Don't judge me. Yeah, I saw an eyeball. Look at me. If you was out there, you'd get shot too. I saw an eyeball. You told him, "Don't give me an 11-year-old gun."
11-year-old.
Yeah. When you were in the country growing up out there, and I grew up in Eagleville, Tennessee, most of what's up? Yes. So, raised in Franklin, I was born here in Nashville, raised in Franklin, but during the summer times and shit, I was going out to Eagleville, So I didn't hang out in the streets with my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
I literally go from waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, going and waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning farming.
Yeah.
So going out there to my grandparents, and my mom she was like, you know what? Oh, it's school out? Your ass is the grandparents' house. We there whole summer. We at the grandparents' house all summer. That's the punishment that we had to deal with every summer. So dealing with my crazy ass granddaddy, rest in peace. But his crazy ass, we had to deal with him for a long time. He was fucked. He was fucked up. Like, but people used to hear him yell from across the fields. He used to yell it all the time. Like he didn't know no mellow tone. He was always yelling. Yeah. So he used to, and he has a weird raspy voice. So when I say it in front of other people, they laugh. Because they know who he is. They like bust out laughing like, bro, your granddad's voice. It's like, because my cousin is from Franklin that never knew my grandparents on that side because it's on my mom's side. And he was like, you know what? I was locked up with your granddaddy. I didn't know, because my granddad got locked up, but the year before he died, he got locked up. First of all, granddad's 80 years old. He got locked up randomly. He supposed to be the preacher man. I don't know what the hell. I got a call. Your granddad in hell jail. Fuck, he in jail for? Like, what? What he do? Who he beat up? What happened? He didn't tell me what happened. I was like, oh man. But when he told me, and then I started talking like him, because my nickname to him is Nub. I don't know fucking why. It's the weirdest nickname you can ever give a grown man, but he's Nub. So he'll give my brothers got perfect names. You know, they gave him their name. And then my auntie was Pumpkin, Wanda, and then Pudge. My uncle's Pudge, which he's passed away now. Rest in peace, is my favorite uncle. But he passed away, and then other uncle was Van. So when he was saying it was like, let me get the voice right. Hold on. That's it. So when we used to say it, like he's terrified so bad, we could all, like the whole family pretty much, the brothers, my brothers can do it, my dad can do it, like we can all do his voice. So we can say his voice, and my uncle just do we can say his voice and we think it's him. We'll pee on ourselves instantly. That's how nervous he had us. Like we'll instantly pee on ourselves like, come on, y'all gotta stop doing that. We don't know if you coming through here. Cause he used to be terrorizing the whole family. Everybody knew William Overton's the strongest, hardest working man, and he's not putting up with nothing you gonna give him. And that's how when the police when he got him, my grandma said he didn't want to leave the farm. He was on the track when they picked him up. They ain't got this nigga off the track. He yanked him off the John Deere. She had told me that he pitched up a bit. He was like, this is my goddamn house. It ain't moving nowhere. Shit. Little wrong child. Shit, this is my shit. So we oh, it was hilarious. Just watch him. I remember he was blind in one eye. His right eye. Yeah. So he used to drive. First of all, you shouldn't be driving blind anyway. But he driving one eye. And then one day he was driving with no lens in that one eye. That he ain't had no lens. He was just walking around. He going to co-op, buying feed with one lens in the glasses and shit. And you know what's crazy? See, black people would have said something. Yeah. All the old country white people, they just let him do his thing. And I'm like, bro, y'all gotta say something. Y'all can't let him go past. Just let him be, man. My granddad's hilarious, man. It was a good time raising in the country. Like he brings the values, hard work, and it's just a lot of values of hard work. Raising those kind of grandparents. You have some strong grandparents, very strong. So deal with that. You deal with nothing else. You had to deal with that. I was like, everything else is easy dealing with all that other stuff. It's been crazy.
My family's from southern Mississippi. Taylor's really small like that. Yeah. So when in the 70s, my parents, aunts and uncles went there to a job. They were in Chicago. Okay. So I was born in Chicago. Yeah, all my family's from southern Mississippi. So for whatever reason, my parents thought, what's right in between that? And that's Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. So now really I don't have to travel to see family because they were always busy. Coming from downtown, stopping in Nashville, going north, stopping in Nashville, go down south. So yeah, I do love to travel, but when I was growing up, I never had to. People would always stop me through.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I know my countryside and my city side.
You gotta have both sides. You gotta understand how to blend in. Like, one minute I'll be in some boots, next minute I'll be dressed up.
I go to Chicago and say, boy, you talk so country.
Yeah, everywhere.
So then I go down south, boy, you talk so northern. I was like, I can't help but win.
Can't help but win.
It's a little mixture of both.
Yeah, well, you lucky, like, I mean, I get Kelsey, you talk too proper, or Kelsey, you have a white girl's name. I know that. Whatever, judge me if you want to. But I'm sorry. Like when you grow up in a city party, I was talking different.
Yeah.
You know, you talk different when you're around the people you are around every day.
Yeah.
You see them every day. You talk different. Then I started going to Page my junior senior year. Completely changed my vocabulary. Yeah. And I got with a girl that was really smart. So everything I said, she tried to correct me. Every goddamn time. So everything I said was just not right at all. So she was like, "No, that's not right. This is how you say it. This is how you pronounce it. This is so." It helped me try to open my vocabulary because people, I was like, "You sound so like proper," and I'm like, "I'm not that proper, but apparently I am." It's just funny where you go to. Dude, my shoe is going everywhere. Hold on.
I tell my daughter that about texting. I said, I hate when she abbreviates everything. Every word is, you don't have to do that for everything.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
So my thing is, I feel like I'm more intelligent if I type out everything.
Yeah.
I go through details.
Well, you know, you said since you like, I mean, you at that age, right? No offense. You're at that age where they do everything a whole different than these younger generations. Like when people say some stuff to me, I'm 32 and I still be like, what the fuck is that? Like I'm literally
use emojis for words. I'm like, don't do that. Just type out the word.
Just type out the word. Like if they want some, if a girl like wants some eggs, she will send you an eggplant. You be like, I don't want no vegetables. Like in my bag, what the fuck I want to do with a vegetable? Like,
purple one down.
Yeah, purple one. Like, and what gets me though when they send it, when white dudes send it out, that shit's hilarious. Like it's purple. When you send a pepper out there or something, brother, like put a pepper out there. Just put a pepper out there. But yeah, it's just the generation these days. They are all about the quick texting, like three letter words, and you got to abbreviate. You got to find out what that meant. Like BRB, and I'm like BRB, then it was B right back. You know,
I get that. That's an old school one, but there's so many new ones. Yeah. That I can't. Man, like what the hell y'all talking about?
They have no idea. So
they don't. They just send out whatever.
Send anything. Anything, y'all. I seen. Someone said something to me the other day. It was hilarious because I looked at the phone and I was like, this doesn't make no sense. Whatever these words are. And you know,
and then you have to read it 3 or 4 times anyway, so might as well just start the whole thing. Now I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Yeah. That's the thing where I read somebody's message, and sometimes some people, you know, I'm king of that, messing up in text message. When I'm typing too fast, and don't proofread what I'm saying. So then when I go back and I'm reading, I'm like, oh shit, that's wrong. What the hell was that? That's not supposed to be there.
They haven't perfected talk to text yet. You can do it. I get it, but it's not perfect.
It's not perfect at all. And you talk to text. I honestly believe it doesn't understand black people.
Yeah.
Because I can say some shit and it would be completely off from what I said. Like I can say chicken and it can say dick, and all in one area. So I don't think, and I think iPhones are racist.
I think Snapchat is racist. Because those filters cannot pick up my face. No matter what. Like, I'm like, come on, I want to be, donkey ears or whatever. Just give me something.
Yeah, they don't pick up.
They can't pick up my face, especially if they're in a bar or club. No,
you got AirPods?
Yeah.
You got AirPods?
Yeah.
So I didn't know this. So when I got my first pair of AirPods, which was it speaks back to you. So if somebody texts you, it speaks back to you. Yeah. So my homie that just got out of prison text me. I'm serving at O'Trolley's. I have headphones in my ear. I'm talking to there's nobody black around, so I'm talking to him, and all I heard was, Brian is texting me like, nigga, where you be at? Hold on. I ain't grab my headphones on, looking at them like, she's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. I don't know if I want these no more. These things are racist. That's I call them. Hey, these AirPods supposed to do this? Like I don't know what's up with these AirPods. AirPods are weird. That's why I have
an option on my phone that it will tell me somebody sent me a text. It'll say their name. But I also have an option that it will read like the first line of the text.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like that either. I have to turn both of those on. I don't care about all that.
Yeah.
I'll look at my phone. Just send me a beat. I'll look at my phone.
I don't even have notifications. Like it doesn't even say a name or whatever. If I see it, I'm like, because it makes me then I have to go look at it then. So I just leave I see the notification. That's all I see. I don't care about who texts me or not. I'm like, oh, somebody. Oh, okay, cool. Because then I'll know then, but I don't want to be like, oh, this person texting me and I see all the messages. Nah, I ain't got time for that. Them crazy people in your life, You don't have time for that. But yeah, there was just I was in shock when they said it. I literally called everybody, man, I think these headphones racist. I don't want these no more. Give me the cheap ones. Go to 5 and below and give me those. Yeah, like go to 5 and below and give me those $5 ones because I cannot deal with these right here. Yeah, I've been dealing with that. That was real fun though, man. So how's your day been though? Your day been good?
It was a lazy day today. I didn't have to do nothing either. I'm fixing to repair computers. So during the winter time, everybody want to save up for Christmas for what I do. So my business kind of goes downhill. So I ain't had shit to do today. But anyway, I'm just chilling. Setting up this podcast shit.
Yeah, man.
So I'm glad to have you on the show.
Man,
we basically have 10 more minutes to go.
Oh, already?
There you go. It goes a lot quick.
Jesus Christ, man. We ain't talking about no midgets or nothing in here. We ain't got good and juicy yet. Oh, Jesus. That's wild, man. That was super fast, man. But I mean, I like the setup and everything you got going on.
It's very simple. I want to grow. I feel like this is not a big thing.
Right.
It's very small, very basic stuff. But I want to grow into something big and better.
Right.
So you got to start somewhere.
Got to start.
Because I know people start with a cell phone. TikTok people on cell phones.
On cell phones.
And there you go. So they started their videos, and they're making all kind of money.
Yeah, throwing ass in circles. Just throwing it, whatever. That's the downfall of my generation, my genes. And my mama has no booty, but she got big titties like me. So we like me, like we got the same kind of breasts. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the same sort of kind of breasts. So yeah, so it just my daughter has it too. My daughter, she has no booty at all. My son has no butt at all. They got the dimples in the back like my mama. I got the dimples. It's crazy. It's all a generation thing, I guess. I guess I took a lot of stuff from my mom's side. My dad's side is super short.
Oh really?
Yeah, my dad's only like 5'6". He lives around the corner. My dad's short as hell, super short. My mom about to turn 50. Never mind, she just turned 51.
Okay.
Yeah, she just turned 51.
And she's talking to him?
Yeah, my mom's 5'7". Oh yeah, my dad's short. My dad's midget, man.
He had game back then, didn't he?
Huh?
He had game back then.
Man, he had to. I don't know what he doing. See, the thing is with my dad, though. Speaking of that little joker, that guy's hilarious. He has game. I remember him telling me a story about him liking feet.
Liking feet?
He has a foot fetish. So
really?
Hell yeah.
Well, he's short.
Yeah, he's short. He's right there at the level of it. You don't got to bend down. So I found out about that. It was, and he doesn't know that I recorded it. I recorded him talking about it one day, about why he likes it, what was the reason, what started it, but he didn't know I was recording it. It was on my little girl's birthday. My little girl was 8 now, so it was when she was turning 5.
Yeah.
And he was just like, something about the feet. I told my teacher put it on, like, she put her feet on the desk one day, and I got hard in the brick. He old. But when he say brick, I said, hey, he hard as hell. When he said I was hard as a brick, I said, hey, he old.
I can't wait to get to the age. I don't care what I say.
It comes right out of his mouth. Like when I do certain food, that's the old dude's like, what did he say? He said, have you ever put your finger inside of a warm piece of bread? I said, what? He was an old dude. I was like, what? He just randomly said it. His wife was like, don't nod him. He's just nodding. I was like, I don't like being crazy. That's all. Y'all look crazy.
I can't wait to get to that age.
Oh yeah.
I always have to censor myself every time I talk, but at the same time, it's like, man, I'm gonna get to that age. I'm gonna say anything I want to say.
Anything off the top of your head. I mean, you gotta think about how other people they go out in the world and they're different.
Yeah.
They're this person. Behind them closed doors, they're this person.
Yeah.
So I wish people would just be themselves all the way around.
Yeah.
Then you can really get to know a person.
Hell, Karens are doing it. Karens are being real out there.
Who?
The Karens.
Oh,
Karens,
yeah. Karens, yeah.
So they just come out of the woodwork. They got a cell phone.
Out of the woodwork, coming out of the corner with it. And they always got glasses on. They always got fucking glasses. Dark glasses.
They mad at everybody.
What is this? Don't get in the old shit. I remember my friend, he had a I don't know what, he was at the church parking lot. I went to go, he was coming to get me. We was trying to go do something and walked across the thing and this man pulls up on him. He had threw a couple lemons out, like it was some lemon fillings and he threw it out in the church parking lot, whatever. So he come in, he was like, he pulls up on the side and my friend was like, what's up? He was like, So you just gonna drop lemons on the ground. So I just happened to walk up and hear this part. You just gonna drop lemons on the ground. I looked up and I was like, ooh, this is gonna get interesting. Because I stopped, I'm gonna see this. And he was like, are you fucking serious? Lemons? Get the fuck out of my face, boy. And he talked about that shit for months. Like every day, like, bro, fucking lemons.
At
bro.
church.
At church. I said he in church cussing at lemons.
Yeah, reminds me of that Steve Harvey joke. You ever catch somebody in the church cussing? Hey, you better don't go nowhere.
You don't go nowhere. It's about to get good because you at church cussing.
That church cussing.
Because you usually when you at church, if you're doing something bad, your grandma will pinch you, dump you in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Pop you in the back of the head, something like that. But all the bad kids always sit in the very back.
Oh yeah.
Nobody sits in the front. Because you don't want them to see you in front. Because you're trying to go to sleep. You're not trying to really hear this. Like, I think last time I've been to church was Women's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But my thing is, if your parents or grandparents make you sit up front, you gotta sit next to the girl who had candy or crackers in her purse.
Man, you eating all. They eating
all
all the crackers, and they always got the pack of crackers with no names on it.
Yeah.
They got nothing, just plain bag crack. You like yes. You got the candy with the little caramels on it.
Back, you talk your ass off. You up front, you eat.
You eating good, and you get to the the wine quick too. When they say you on their knee, you like shit. I'm gonna grab this. I ain't grabbed 3 one time. I was like, man, Jesus gonna really get to me. I had crackers and everything. But yeah, the Women's Day was fun. No, it wasn't fun. They did the fake thing. So my church has never done that before.
Really?
So it was women's, all women preaching. Preacher came somewhere. I don't know. That was making people just man hitting gangsters. I know personal gangsters, just absolute gangsters. Just I'm like oh, he finna get up and tear everything up. Like that shit was hilarious. I said I ain't been back since then. I said man, it's scared of Jimmy. People crying everywhere. I'm looking at kids that don't know what the hell going on crying. I'm like, oh y'all don't need to be here. Like this is not a dangerous place for you. That's the last time I've been in that church. My grandparents they raised me in that church. It's right off about 15 minutes from here, church. Yeah, it's in Nashville. So I was there all the time, every day, every week, 3 days a week. Church.
3 days a week.
3 days a week. My grandma was a preacher.
Okay.
So she likes to preach and do church preaching and stuff, and she's always doing spoken words.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You know, I got one of them families that do spoken words everywhere. And I got one of them uncles that had the longest. You know, everybody got one uncle at the good cookouts and grill outs. They do the long ass prayers, man, and just be shaking, and you be like, man, Heavenly Jonathan. And you look up and be like, shh, come on, bro, throw your ass. Yeah, you like, oh, he ain't never gonna finish his prayer. Food cold as hell when you get to it. That's what you mad about when you get to it. You like, man, my food cold, man. It took forever. So I understand. I get it. My uncle can't pray. You going to the cookout? Come on, man. You grilling too? Oh, man. And he always, you know, that one uncle always test the food. Yeah. You want some of this? Man, hell no, I don't want none of that. You can put it on your fingers now. You want me to kiss you too? No. Yeah, man. It's been crazy. It's a nice show, man. I like it. I like the surroundings, the area, the vibe in it. Especially you get to talk to somebody, especially in a different rank. Because I'm born in the 80s. You were born in the 70s, right? Yeah. So we old as fuck. Old as shit.
It's funny that you even know that. Like,
you born in the 70s. I'm like putting your age. I'm like I'm born in 89. Right. He gotta be born in about 73. Yeah. My dad's then my dad's turning 51 in February. Oh, for real? Yeah. My parents they still babies. They had me. I guess my dad liked the feet. I came from feet. They're moving on up to feet. But he had me super young. So my dad is also he just dropped trolleys for a long time in Franklin. And then my mom does her own sales. She sells a lot of stuff. Like she does auctioning and stuff. Yeah. And she sells all kinds of stuff. She sold me my first sex toy. She sells sex toys too. For real? So if y'all want to get on there, like
your mama selling sex toys.
Man, she's selling sex toys and happy about it too.
Really?
She got some on Facebook and all that. She'll be like, "This, hey man," she's like, "I know y'all want this."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she got all kinds of stuff. She be on some real crazy shit. Like I think Christmas last year she brought her dildo out, or a dildo that she was selling. and slapped it against the wall. And like scared the hell out because it was like this big. It was literally huge. And she was like, "Wow!" She's like, "Yeah, I know y'all want this." Like, "Yeah, no, I don't want that. They don't want to do that." And then my brother was dating. He's about to marry this Hispanic girl, and her mom was there, and they don't speak English, right? So he was like, she came up on her and put it on his shoulder. She's like, "Oh, get it for me!" And I don't know what she said, but that's what it sounded like to me. But she was mad as hell about that. My mom was wild, so she's. Like I don't take her nowhere. I'm like, "Mom, nah, you can't go nowhere. Stay over there. Like you're not coming out because you're gonna embarrass me. You're gonna try to do some weird shit. You can't do it." So,
well, I'll tell you what. On that note, that's been 30 minutes.
That's 30 minutes already. So that's crazy.
So give it applause. There you go.
That was crazy. That was quick.
Yeah, it's a quick 30 minutes. It goes out real quick.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's it.
Yeah.
Throw some shout-outs. You want to throw shout-outs?
Throw some shout-outs, man. Shout out to everybody in Nashville, the comedians, Comedian Swiss, Mike Drew, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, bro.
Thank you
Like,
for supporting me at Rebar.
Support, man. The Rebar. We got a lot of shows going on and everything else. Man, shout out to Franklin Cowboys. We were going to do it this year. Our little 6-year-olds, I got a little 5 and 6-year-olds. They're going to do it a lot of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, so man, shout out to a lot of people. Shout out to the good people, my kids and everybody else. All right, Merry Christmas, motherfucker. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Y'all know that. Yeah, so if you watch it, say Merry Christmas. When you see me on the street, you say Happy New Year. That's how we work right here. All right. Appreciate y'all.
All right, that's it. Peace out.